from the Bullet Club later on tonight. I'm very curious to hear what they have to say about what Violent by Design is planning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following 8 knockout tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 first. They are the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Madison Rayne Tenille Dashwood, The Influence.
And speaking of new tag champs, we have new Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, The Influence. Congratulations go out to Madison Rayne, who now ties Gail Kim for most titles won by a knockout in Impact history with 8. What The Influence is focused on tonight, and they had some instructions for Caleb earlier.
Caleb, listen very clearly. Tonight, in this 8 knockouts tag, if in your brain a little light bulb goes off and you think, uh-oh, maybe they need help,
break the
guess
bulb.
what?
Right?
We don't. Yeah. We don't need help.
Right.
Sounds like Rayne and Dashwood feeling pretty confident despite Caleb's involvement at Sacrifice. But tonight, they're about to team up with another new champion here at Impact.
Their tag team partners, Savannah Evans, and the Knockouts World Champion, Tasha Steelz.
And speaking of new champions, what a team this is going to be, because they get to team with the brand new Knockouts World Champion, Tasha Steelz. And don't forget Savannah Evans, always making a difference. This is going to be a hell of a team.
Savannah Evans certainly made a difference in the matchup between Steelz and Mickie James this past weekend at Sacrifice, but what also played a factor was the match that preceded James versus Steelz. That was Chelsea Green involving herself in the Champ Challenge against Deonna Purrazzo. Chelsea Green was injured at the conclusion of that match. It was ended due to referee stoppage. Mickie James came out to check on Chelsea Green, obviously extraordinarily worried for the health of her friend, and that is when Tasha Steelz took the opportunity and took Mickie James' title.
Their opponents first, Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay. They are The Inspiration.
Mr. Raywalt, you know what it means to be a champion, and once that time ends, how do you regroup? Because that's what The Inspiration's got to do now.
You were saying, it was a nice way of saying, I know how to lose. You get back on your feet, you keep fighting. Thanks, Tom.
I was being nice. For once.
From Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green.
You can see the cast on the wrist of Chelsea Green. According to Impact Wrestling's medical team, after seeking emergency medical attention, it was determined Chelsea has fractured her left radius. She's foregoing surgery and will undergo physical therapy. She is medically clear to compete.
And their tag team partner from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
Well, I know what it takes to be an athlete, to fight through an injury, and we know Chelsea Green's had some issues there before with that same wrist, but Mickie James, she got to keep her head focused in this matchup, just like she should have done at Sacrifice. Let's hope she can go forward, not worry about Chelsea and her injury, focus on Tasha Steelz if she wants to get that Knockouts World title back.
Listen, when Chelsea Green returned to this company at Slammiversary, she was competing in a cast. So we understand Chelsea Green is tough as nails, but still, an injury that requires surgery but doesn't necessarily need a surgery. This is a scary situation, and you gotta believe Mickie James emotionally, not only does she want a piece of Tasha Steelz, but she's also concerned about Green.
And this has been my issue the entire time. I get it, I'm all for friendships. I love friendships. I wish I had one next to me right now. But at the end of the day, this is business, and it is about winning. She's got to keep her head in the ring, not with her friend.
It is an all-star 8 knockouts tag team match here in Louisville, Kentucky. The amount of talent, the amount of championships that have been won in this ring is staggering.
The amount of championships on one side of this ring is impressive.
Very true, new champions, and you can see Mickie James just trying to make sure Chelsea Green just, hey, listen, give this a minute. Maybe Chelsea Green doesn't have to go out there and, drop 50 like she's LeBron James. You just need to be there at the right moment for your team.
You can say that, but if I know anything about being an athlete, if anything about Chelsea Green as a person, as a professional wrestler, and it's not going to last very long. She's going to want to get into this contest.
Oh, and Cassie Lee dropping Tenille Dashwood immediately.
Ooh, a lot of still sour feelings left from Sacrifice. Inspiration desperately want to get those tag team championships back.
Here comes Jessie McKay. Oh, my question is, did Caleb with a K mean to slide the title
Not this
to
again.
the influence during that match or to a member of the Inspiration?
Everyone is speculating. I know Caleb. I know Caleb's heart. I have to imagine he always wanted to help the influence. That's his family.
Oh, Madison Rayne legal. She and Tenille Dashwood did what no other team, come on. Mocking the Inspiration now.
It's inspiring.
Did what no other tag team has been able to do ever since the Inspiration debuted here in this company, and that's beat Cassie and Jessie.
Well, what do you expect when you have someone the caliber of Madison Rayne, complimented by Tenille Dashwood and assisted by Caleb?
A tag made Savannah Evans the most powerful competitor in this match.
That's what I'm saying. That side of the ring is so stacked. Champs, Savannah Evans, the insurance policy, showing the power right here.
Oh, jawbreaker there by Jessie. Now Jessie McKay crashes into the corner against Evans. Tag made. Here comes Cassie.
Great teamwork from the Inspiration, of course. Take nothing away from that.
Oh, doubling over Evans. Right to the back. Great teamwork by the former champ.
Cover here.
Here's the cover and a kick out.
Emphatic kick out from Savannah Evans.
Savannah Evans has done a great job in backing up Tasha Steelz as of late. Created a lot of distractions in the match between James and Steelz. Speaking of, oh, wait a minute. The influence grabbed the foot of Cassie Lee. Oh, and a Samoan drop by Evans.
I mean, we were just out here posing for a photo, getting some content. It's a content age, Tom.
Yeah.
You always have to be on the go getting it.
Oh.
That's what Caleb's there for.
Leg drop by Evans.
Ooh.
Savannah Evans trying to get Cassie Lee into her team's corner, and a tag made. In comes the brand new Impact Knockouts World Champion.
Whoa, the Boricua badass living up to her name.
The first Afro-Latino Knockouts World Champion in Impact Wrestling history. However, the magnitude of her defeating the legend Mickie James, it cannot be understated.
Oh, absolutely not. Making history in multiple ways, Tasha Steelz.
I understand the controversy surrounding the matchup. I mentioned Evans' involvement, the emotional frustration for Mickie James throughout the matchup, before the matchup with Chelsea Green, but still, Steelz walked away with the title. Madison Rayne legal.
If only Mickie James had a friend like Savannah Evans who was always there, consistent for her, but all this drama with Chelsea Green, back and forth. Who's out there, who's not? What are we doing? When are we dead? I don't know.
Mickie and Chelsea have been trying to get their respective business done on their own without help, by the way, which Steelz has done multiple times with Savannah Evans. And Chelsea and Mickie have been promising each other not to get involved in each other's business.
Right, so we're going to bring back to the little friendship nepotism angle we got going on with, Mickie and Chelsea there, trying to give her friend a championship opportunity ahead of the rightful people.
As you know, wrestlers don't make matches, so that's up to management.
100%, I agree.
Off the suplex, here's the cover. Dashwood can't put away this matchup, and you can see Jessie McKay rushing, trying to break things up, but Cassie kicked out.
Great move by Tenille Dashwood there, grabbing Cassie Lee, cutting the ring off one more time. Great tag team wrestling.
Tenille Dashwood won her first championship as a part of Impact Wrestling this past weekend at Sacrifice, so you understand how big this is for her.
Oh, no!
Talk about being a big collision there for the influence. Oh, and Tasha Steelz tries to get involved here, as a few seconds to do so is not legal into the matchup. I believe she made a tag, as a matter of fact. Excuse me.
Takes out one of the possible tags for Cassie Lee, who gets it to Mickie James, though.
Chelsea Green cheering her on. Off the top, the seated senton. And Tenille Dashwood off the rope. And Mickie James gets a piece of Savannah Evans. Oh, now tied up with Steelz and a little payback from Sacrifice.
Mickie James here, the former Knockouts World Champ, getting a little piece of revenge.
Oh!
Starting to clean house here.
Green blocked the shot with the casted forearm.
And I don't know how smart that is, but great move, great wherewithal, great presence of mind from the new Knockouts World Champion.
Both Steelz and James are down. The only option for James is to tag Chelsea Green.
Chelsea hasn't even been in this matchup yet at all, and probably for good reason. She's got to take care of that arm.
On Caleb with a K, ripping Chelsea off the apron. Oh my God! Oh, low blow!
He just wanted a picture.
Chelsea's wrist, I believe, went into the apron in the process, grabbing at her arm again.
Caleb could have made her a star.
Oh, could be McDT time. There it is. The McDT. James the cover. Mickie James has pinned the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Inspiration, Chelsea Green and Mickie James.
An all-star 8 knockouts tag team matchup tonight.
And despite the odds, despite the stack and team that was all the champions on one side, I'll give credit here to the Inspiration, James and Green.